lines stretching inside and outside the premises of the neighboring schools of President Corazon Aquino Elementary School and Batasan Hills National High School greeted voters in today's national and local elections. A familiar bustling scene with over 81,000 estimated voting population are anticipated to cast their votes. On the first half of the election day, the voters' queue winded and stretched in streets and in alleyways as far as 770 meters surrounding Pisicayas, the biggest polling station in the city. Citizens keen to vote devised ways to keep their cool under the scorching midday sun as they traverse Freedom Street. 32 clusters amounting to 128 precincts are assigned in Batasan Hills National High School, while President Corazon C. Aquino Elementary School holds 54 clusters with 216 precincts accommodating to registered voters.
Sa Barangay Batasan Hills, meron kaming 8 polling place which is pinagsama-sama natin na meron pong 81,500 voting population dun sa mga yon. At 3 pinakamalaki doon na eskwelahan and the rest sa puro mga subdivision na.
With the nation still stricken by the pandemic, the familiar voting guidelines are augmented with protocols. Temperatures are checked upon entry and only a minimal number of voters are ushered inside classrooms gradually. Spare classroom beside precincts were turned into waiting areas. This is to prevent lines from stretching further in the hallways. Other spacious waiting areas are accessible on the topmost floor. A help desk is also slated on the school grounds, manned by the Parish Pastoral Council for Responsible Voting, or PPCRV, to guide voters to find their distinctive precincts. Lists are also posted on boards and on walls of each floor for voters' convenience. Elders are then guided to emergency accessible voting place, whilst the isolated polling place camped parallel to the help desk to cater and still allow possible individuals with symptoms of COVID.
Okay naman yung pamamalakad nila talaga. Hindi naman siksikan or hindi naman nagkakagulo. And sana ma-improve nila yung mga ballots. Like nasisira daw yung mga machine kahit marami naman nag-a-assist.
Medyo magulo yung ano kasi ng ibang pangalan sa listahan is hindi nila mahanap ng name nila dun sa listahan. Kaya madaming nagagalit, kailangan pa nilang magpabalik-balik para mahanap ng pangalan nila.
At talagang naging ng question lang is yung bakit yung mga resibo namin is nasa labas lang. Kasi before, nung bumoto kami sa PCOS machine, kami mismo na botante yung naghuhulog ng receipt. So, as a Pilipino, tas bumoto ka, magtatanong ka na bakit nakaganon.
Batasan Hills is home to over 81,500 estimated registered voters, a fraction of the 1,403,895 voting population, making Quezon City as the #1 vote-rich city in the country. In this area, 9 candidates vied for the mayoral position. But as of evening of May 10, incumbent Mayor Joy Belmonte was officially proclaimed winner by the COMELEC officers, finishing with a total of 662,611 votes, beating her rival, Mike Defensor. Later in the evening, remaining voters waited to personally witness their ballots to be fed in the vote counting machines, as 4 VCMs had issues with the SD card. Hundreds of citizens decided to wait, as COMELEC said the cards will soon arrive from Laguna. As of 5 p.m., the second wave of voters flocked to the second half of today's voting, with the numbers of voters being significantly lesser compared to earlier this morning. The polling stations will close on the dot 7 in the evening. This is Kaysa Larcilia reporting for Ang Sentro.